Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Love of Dubai Daily Live, where we bring you the big stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Today, we're going to be talking about the most extra Valentine's plan you could possibly think of. It costs a lot of money, but this is Dubai, so we're not shocked. We're also going to talk about the amazing Keanu Reeves, Chris Fade moment on the Oscars red carpet. But first, we're going to go into the new case of the coronavirus, which I think is a reason a lot of you might tune in this morning. It was announced by the ministry yesterday evening. It's the 8th new case of the novel coronavirus announced in the UAE. It was an Indian national. This was reported by the MIHAP on Twitter. It was an Indian national who came in contact with someone else who was recently diagnosed, and therefore he caught the virus. We reported this, and I think that a lot of the comments we get about the coronavirus, people have questions. I think because people are worried about, you kind of see a lot of news in the media. So I think what you can do if you're unsure is you can contact the Dubai Health Authority. Their number is 800-342. And also, I just want to talk about some of the tips, because we always talk about washing your hands thoroughly, but I just want to go quickly through some of the ways that you can avoid catching the virus. There's just 7 here, and this was on the ministry site, and I think it's kind of key. So avoid shaking hands. If you see people, just wave, which I think might be kind of unusual like the first couple of times, but I think everyone knows the coronavirus is here. So I think if we start waving rather than shaking hands, would that be weird at the start? We start waving instead of shaking hands?
That is very strange.
Alan thinks, or carry, which I'm carrying now very regularly, carry the spray, medical spray, which is selling out in pharmacies, but you can still get it.
Do you spray people with it, or do you spray your hands with it? What's the medical?
Alan asked if I spray people. Well, actually, so it's a hand sanitizer, but they told me it's also for spraying around your face and spraying in your area, which goes on to the next one. It says avoid close contact with people in public areas, which is hard to do. I mean, if you're taking the metro at rush hour, very hard to avoid. But if you bring your spray, I think people would
spray in public.
I think that's okay at the moment, because a lot of people are masking up. But if you don't want to wear the mask, because the mask is just one thing. There's a lot of like these kind of tips. Avoid hugging, kissing others. Avoid nose-to-nose greetings. And the last one, which is applicable to all of us, when you're sneezing, cover your nose and mouth with the inside of your elbow.
That's an old one. That came out when the what was the one with the pigs? What was that virus?
I'm not sure.
The influenza.
SARS?
No, I don't know. Anyway, they came out a long time ago. It was like 3-4 years ago, where they started like teaching us in schools to like cough or sneeze into our elbows.
Yeah, I never knew, guys. Are you sneezing into your elbows or to your hands? They recommend your elbow, and then obviously use a tissue if you have to use your hand. These are all tips and tricks. They're on our website. They're also on Ministry of Health and Prevention. And we also reported yesterday, in case you missed it, the first person in the UAE was cured from the coronavirus, a 73-year-old Chinese national who came to the UAE from China. She picked up the virus and also has been cured under Emirates Care, which is fantastic news. Shout out to medical care.
It's also fantastic because she's over the age of 60, which is known for the coronavirus to actually affect the most.
Exactly.
Actually be more of a disaster.
Exactly.
So that's fantastic. That's really good news.
Alan said it's fantastic because she was over the age of 60, because they're saying that older and younger people are contracting things like pneumonia, and they're more likely to pick it up. So the fact that she was able to be cured is great, which we stan. Moving on, there's my millennial speak. Moving on to our next story on a lighter note. First of all, we're going to talk to you about the most extra thing you can do in Dubai for Valentine's. But I just want to shout out that Shireen wrote an article yesterday which has more affordable things. So although we're going to be talking about something that costs 15,000 dirham, if that's not within your budget, it's not within any of our budgets. And even if it is, maybe you'd want to spend it elsewhere. But there are cheaper options, and also, as well as the cheaper options, you can also go onto Instagram. We have 3 competitions at the moment on Love in Dubai, when you can actually win really cute Valentines. There's a new Mediterranean restaurant in JLT. You can win Valentines. So go onto our Instagram, 3 posted in the last 2 days, which you may actually get your Valentines for free. In case you've been living under a rock, Valentine's is coming on Friday. Are you Valentine's or anti-Valentine's, Alan?
I don't care.
She's filming me right now. You don't care. Okay, well, it's coming. So you're either excited or you're like hiding under a duvet. Both are fine. But if you have a special occasion planned, there's a couple of outrageous things you can do. So one, I'll just shout out really quickly. You can go to a private cabana on Atlantis, the Palm, private beach. Only 8 couples are able to do it for 4,000 dirham. There'll be a violinist, and it's 4,000 dirham. If you want to go a step up, Oceano is a restaurant in Atlantis, the Palm. Alan is just like, it gets more. 4,000 is a lot. This one gets higher. Oceano is the restaurant in Atlantis, which is surrounded by an aquarium. So packages there start from 720, but then you're kind of seated like you don't have the premium seating. This is for one person on Valentine's Day night. But if you want the premium seating in the premium zone with a 7-course meal and free-flowing drinks, and the icing on cake for this one, you could actually have a diver come into the aquarium and write a personalized message on Valentine's Day. But it's going to cost you 15,000 dirham. But Alan is not impressed. Guys, what do you think of that? I mean, it's clearly a very special occasion Valentine's treat for someone with a lot of money. But I think this is Dubai. Things are extra, and that is the most extra thing you can do. And you can see the photo here beside me of the Valentine's couple enjoying their day. And then imagine if a diver came in. What message would you send, Alan, if you were to go?
I'm internally cringing at this question because my answer is probably double the cringe.
No.
If I were a romantic person at heart.
It doesn't need to be romantic. Imagine if you brought...
It's Valentine's Day. What do you mean it doesn't have to be romantic?
This is the thing. Why does Valentine's Day have to be a day that only couples go out?
I mean, it's a day of love.
Exactly.
Love equals romance, whether it's friendly romance
or family romance.
That's weird.
Or family love, I mean. That's what I meant to say. So your message would be?
It might be a proposal, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's...
If you're paying that much money,
Yeah.
I mean, it might as well,
This is what I'm thinking is I can't think of anything beyond a proposal, but if you guys have any suggestions, what would you have your diver say, and to who would you have your diver say it to? I'll go back. This is 15,000 dirham. It's available on Friday at Atlantis the Palm in Oceano. But if you don't have that cash to blow, check out our latest list of cool things to do for Valentine's Day in Dubai, which just went live yesterday evening. And also the competitions, which are free to join. You can enter as many times as you want, which is on the Love in Dubai Instagram page. Moving on to our final story. Yesterday, guys, was the Oscars red carpet. The buzz was huge. We saw for the first time ever a foreign language movie film won Best Picture, which was fantastic, Parasite. But also, kind of the buzz at the moment is we saw Chris Fade. He pulled the Lebanese card on the Oscars red carpet. And I'm just going to play the video for you quickly, and then we can talk about it after. I'll play it now. So that was Chris Fade on the Oscars red carpet. I should say, the carpet is famous. It's surrounded by journalists, lots of hosts, lots of TV stations, lots of news anchors. They all are trying to get that one interview with the star. And we've seen videos of Leonardo DiCaprio. He didn't really do interviews, so they just walk by. And you have that one moment. So this is Chris Fade shooting his shot, trying to get a moment with Keanu Reeves. And he shouts out, "Were you born in Lebanon?" Or is that what he says? "Were you born in Lebanon?" And then the Instagram afterwards is Chris Fade says, or it says he's Lebanese. Yeah. So, and I think this is great. So first of all, this is like a classic Lebanese pride thing, right? Yeah. Like they're known to claim people as their own. Chris Fade does it. I think it's so funny because in Ireland, we do the same. We think Barack Obama is Irish.
Oh my God, was he born in Ireland?
So this is amazing. Barack Obama has, I think on his mum's side, there's some ancestry on it. There's some his mom was born in the States, but then there's some European ancestry, and part of that is Alan is laughing. He came to Ireland during his presidency, and now if you go down to County Tipperary, which is in the centre south of the country, there is a Barack Obama Plaza service station. Because he came and he enjoyed a drink there, and it's amazing. We love him. But I get that pride. But the thing is, on his Instagram, on Chris Fade's Instagram, a lot of people were trolling him, like being, "Come on, Chris, get real. He's not from Lebanese." But I think that
Lebanon. He's not from Lebanon. He's not. Wait, he was born in Lebanon does not make him Lebanese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chris said, or Alan said he was born in Lebanon does not make him Lebanese. But people just weren't seeing the funny side. Do you see the funny side? Alan is just laughing. But do you like, as in, it's just a joke. Like, clearly he's not Lebanese, but it's just, I mean, he's got 40, Chris is laughing, it's got 44K views. Other people said when you, someone said smart angle, you almost hooked him, as in literally trying to do whatever you can to get that moment. He nearly did. Someone else said when you walk by a kiosk at Global Village, which I thought was really funny.
His mom, you can notice in the video, his mom's actually tagging him, going like, go. But he's like, no, it's okay. And then he keeps walking.
Yeah, because his mom was actually working in Lebanon at the time. So his mom is in the film industry and was working in Lebanon, and therefore she probably picked it up. So Chris, you nearly had his mom. But I mean, Keanu Reeves, we were talking about it yesterday in the office. He is kind of like the perfect human. The fact that he brought his mom to the Oscars is just kind of like icing on the cake. We've heard so many like humanitarian, and not even humanitarian, but just things that he does on the side. I'm not going to go into a whole Keanu Reeves moment here. Those are our top stories. We are back tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Also find us on your podcasts. See you soon. Bye.